Dirge for two veterans is what we're going to do today. It was the one movement we didn't look at all last week, so we need to catch up and get this initially under our belt, and then we'll start refining. So page 29, I believe, and most all let's see. How many were here last week? Last time, I don't want to embarrass you, but yeah, there's a fair number of people who performed this twice in the last 4 years. And so if you're not one of those, you will sense that there's some catching ups. You'll sense it to do probably, unless you know it from other performances or you've done a lot of homework on your own. So that, of course, that's lovely. But I wanted to mention that only because it'd be great if you could catch up, and it's great that we have those people in this room. Maybe that will expedite an understanding of how it goes as an ensemble. So anyway, let's just start right where you come in. There is, it's quite easy to pick up your first notes because you'll sing the eighth note, but no more than that. And you'll time your diphthong so that you can do a voiced fricative on the end of three. Ave, right? Good. Let's try that again. That's mostly a cappella, so we want to make sure it's beautiful. It is poetic. It's shapely. It's not loud. There's many dynamic levels in this one movement. Try it again. 1, 2, right on it, go. Altos it's minor, so that's the harmonic formula there. Let's try it one more time. It's still a little plotty. Could you think more linearly? 1 and 2 and 3. Bill will be here soon to play it, but yeah, do your own math. It's better, but it's still not smooth enough, and there's a lot of there's a lot of heavy accents on unimportant syllables, particularly looking. Yeah, that's not poetic. That's not poetic. So the Brits, and Vaughan Williams is a Brit of all Brits, they were very much into the words, right, and the text. So make sure the text comes out, but in a very poetic, linear way, and as if you were delivering it as a speaker. The last sun. There's a T in there somewhere. So try to get that in there so it's not all S's. We go 2 and 3. Much better. Don't let that fun rhythm in the first bar of 31 make you late for the double grave. But that is so much better. Thank you. Let's go back to Pavement. 2 and 3. On the Lovely, lovely, lovely. Try to remember all that. Make markings that you need to make. And here's this lovely pianissimo dolce soprano line coming up. Here we go. Very nice. Good. The last note was heavy and a little flat because of that. And it's not that important. Although that is when you need to be your best, right? It's always the last note and how you exit from the phrase. So, yeah. And you have to do reverse mathematics. Eric, our conductor, has put in the rests to show you how much time he would like for you to shave off of the note before it. So you have to erase the value from the note value preceding these inserted rests. So do reverse math there, and that way you won't be late for the next visit.
Is there breath after low?
Mentally a break, but no breath, no. Sure, you don't need a breath, but I mean, but it is a poetic thing to do. It's a very poetic thing to think about, but breathing is not the way I would describe it. I would say a mental lift. I did a mental lift, but I didn't breathe. Here we go. 2. So we need to hear those harmonies, altos. Is it evens or immense? Immense with lips. Immense, but not icky. It's with round lips, but no e vowel. I thought I heard immense or something strange like that. Very, very nice. The East, yeah, I think you all got it right. The East, bottom 31 sopranos. Round moon, a little vanishing vowel would be great. And Phantom, M-O-O-N. Phantom moon means nothing to anyone, but phantom moon does. I mean, I cartooned it, but phantom moon, phantom moon. I think a little bit of a vanishing vowel between the two M's. Otherwise, no one in the hall that's not looking at the lyric written down on the program will understand what you just did. So, and phantom moon is not a phrase you hear much about. And so poetically bring that out, sopranos. Let's start there, beautiful over the housetops. You're singing very musically, but let's be very poetic as well if you can. Ready? 1, 2, beautiful. Watch out, altos. So really tune those lovely harmonies beautifully. Is it? I still hear events from some, but I think they prefer events. Good. We'll refine things later. But this is such a gorgeous piece. It's hard to kind of sweep something. Let's keep moving. Altos and sopranos, just throw an F at us, and we're going to sing a cappella immense and silent moon, where the altos enter. Ready, and 1. Whole stems, really small stems. Ready, and 1. Very colorful. Ready, again, and swap. The basses. D flat. You don't do the altos. Nope. Right. So with tenors ready and 1. That's it. Let's try it now with Bill, accompaniment for all. Second bar, middle of the page, alto soprano, and 1. I'm just doing moon now, just showing where the would finish. I think just go to the end, resonate, and let it go. Don't do it. That's not a place for a vanish. It's just to make things communicate. Another place to communicate would be and a sigh, and a sigh. Otherwise, it would come out. You know what it'll do. The way we did it. And sigh, and sigh, and sigh, and silent. And a sigh, and a sigh. Tim was talking about the recording of the original performance with Von Williams conducting. I don't know if you had a chance to listen to it. I listened to it 4 years ago, but I do remember that it was very clean and you could understand everything. It's because they, well, I mean, they respected Von Williams. They knew it was a masterpiece. They were the BBC radio chorus from. So they were good, but they, I think words really mean a lot. And particularly when it's poetic and beautiful and creates such imagery, right? Music creates incredible stuff. You love music, right? But you add the words and it just makes it even more special. So let's make sure we communicate those words as best we can. Let's move on. Page 33, and I see Santa Claus has shone, and I hear the sound of the river ringing down the shadows of the city streets, they're flooding as with roses flashing. That's a C, of course, it is. And very soft, it comes down. The marking in the middle of the second bar at the top is the no breath marking, right? So your city streets, there. Good, that was very nice. Let's do one more.
After flooding, is that where you said it was correct?
Flooding, he's got markings.
So.
You see those little handwritten markings?
Yeah.
Yeah. So do the reverse pen. Do the reverse pen. Okay, let's try that one more time. This time, if you didn't have a chance, try to incorporate word stress and, what's the other word? Oh, word accent, word stress, and I forget what the other.
Yeah.
Top 33. Right on it, here's a D. 1, 2, and 3. I see a Santa Claus has shone, and I hear the sound of crying the shadows of the city streets are flooding as with roses flashing the sun is up in the forest, in the forest, right on the breeze, falling down. We'll do that one more time, just because we have some. Good, so you get to sing out, about 34, just make sure again, the words are clear. Drums are steady, right? You have a Z and an S, so don't run it together. Drum steady means nothing. Drums steady does. Whirring, take away the ing, convulc. K sounds are expensive, but there's a lot of us, so you can breathe liberally and give us a lot of K sounds on words like convulsive, and there's another one, strikes. There's another K in there somewhere. But anyway, it's always back on page 33. Full keyed coming of the full keyed bugles. That's not words you ever have said. So sound the coming of full keyed bugles. So good luck communicating that. But you can do it. K's are easy. You just have to put the ammunition in your mouth. Strikes me through. Strikes me through. Did you hear what I tried to do?
Yeah.
It wasn't muffled. strikes me through.
You want us to do that?
Kind of.
Soprano's on an A?
No.
Yes,
Right.
right, yes, that's not happening.
I was just on an A.
Close enough.
I was just a tenor on an A, which I don't have. But you let, let the vowel out, and then you just cough on a K if you can. It's basic. Nice sopranos, you don't have the high A.
Keep going.
Everybody else just needs a K.
Or you're saving your voice.
Yeah. That sounded good.
All right, I think we're good. Just get the rhythms because we're all together here, right? So make sure you're not standing on here. And then we get into this here. Nice crescendo, but maybe too much, I'm afraid. Bottom of 36, but that's, thank you for seeing the crescendo. I heard a crescendo on the basses, even though there's nothing marked for you. But altos and tenors, you officially have a crescendo in the window. Sopranos and basses, you should still be in this.
I was gonna ask him to say it.
No, it's not a mistake. You didn't make a mistake.
Well, I don't have the marks for.
But there's no marks.
Okay.
There's no marks. I'm sure there's a breath on 35 after barring. I'm sure Eric will allow you to read there. There's no reason why not to. There's a comma.
I'm sorry, where?
Top 35 after
Oh,
barring.
35.
I would rob the half note of that. I don't see any reason to not breathe and sing and never read.
Yeah.
By itself. It just makes no sense. Not every. Oh, some of you were really overdoing the rhythm square. Oh, veterans, son, and father. That kind of stuff. No. Top of 37 is pianissimo, number 1. 2, again, words that are soft, you overdo the consonants, but you don't hammer it. 2, veterans, sons, and fa. Dropped together. Right. So keep it nice and sweet. And the double grave awaits them. Again, legato, but with clarity. Just sing that line, bottom of 37. Practice your framing. And the double grave awaits them. Again, you have to breathe well, because you're going to be breaking things up a little bit. Ready and one. And the double grave awaits them. Double grave waits them. Got a little bit of sunlight between the two words. Yeah, any questions? Let's just do that again because again, we have time to finesse this a little bit. Why don't we start with the fortissimo, bottom of 34. Legato, easy singing, but clear words. 1 and 2 and 3. I hear the great drums pounding, and the sorrows Make sure you don't get swayed by the other sections here. It's a bass soprano duet with the alto tenor. Good. I still heard and father. So careful there. But otherwise, very nice. Top of 37, harmonies. Quarter rest, quarter note, 8/8. Yeah, he throws a curve. And we discovered that in other moves, didn't we? He gives you a nice little fun rhythm, maybe twice even, and then he takes the one changes on the third. So you have to be flexible there. And yeah, it's not together, but together. Together. Not together. None of that. None of that. That's so antithetical. That would not be one. That would not be any British. Right. So just try to get that. I know you're trying to get the rhythm right, but sometimes it helps you get the rhythm right. But do try to, as soon as you can, embrace the way to deliver this kind of textual setting. I think we're good. Any note concerns? I think you're hearing them pretty well there. Divisions are okay, spread phases. Why don't we just do that one more time, because this is gorgeous here. Top of 36. A naturals. 2. Oh, more words. Oh, someone over here did a fabulous below. Yeah, because the BL came before the beat. And I could say, I know exactly what he's singing. We could use more of that, like when I go, I shear. It may have, around you it may have heard, I shear. But it's, I shear. Because H's will not come through, unless you do them early. I hear, I hear. Otherwise it's, I orchestra. We won't hear it. We won't hear anything either. Okay, anyway, number. Here we go, top of 36. 2 and 3. For the sun is on with the flowers, through the forest of the fierce song and dance. And I don't think a matching vowel works there either. And the, by the way, not and the. Good. Just that phrase right there. A and no. It's still pianissimo, and some of you are thinking, oh, we all sing together in unison and octaves? No. Still soft. Still soft. Ready and we're talking. What are we talking about?
Yeah, great.
No. Ready and 1.
And the trouble break away still.
Fade dead. We are talking about some gruesome stuff here, but don't make it any more gruesome than it is. It's fade. And what does the word mean? No, just the opposite. Let's try that again. Watch your bugles too. I'm getting a lot of gulls flying about. Ducking for cover. And now near blow the bugles, bugles, and the drums strike. And the drum, I bet this is one of those elements that you probably heard in the recording. Drums strike. That's expensive. Drum strike, that means nothing. And the drum strike more yeah. Kudos if you can get 80% of that in. We're doing well though. Top of 37 was great. Bottom of 37 was much better, thank you. Then we swell into forte. Let's do that again. 38. 1, 2 F naturals. And here's the chord though. Good. So watch your pitches here a little bit. He gets very colorful, lots of half steps. Some of you are having to thread the harmonic needle a little bit, and you're overstepping or not sure where to go. You know it smells about something like this or so. Let's just try that again.
Smells like a note.
Now, top of 38 is forte, but bottom of 38 is not. So, and he teases you, right? He says, "Ugh," and then all of a sudden you're still high, but you don't get to be loud anymore. So try to understand, circle that piano. Let's just try that once more. Maybe you'll find your notes easier this time. Now ne'er blow the bugles, and the drums strike more convulsive. Watch those L's on the bass. Passive. Don't think of the L. I think sopranos, that would be not an L.
Yeah.
An L you'll want to do. All right, now keep the L out. Top of 38. 1, F natural. 2, 3. Now, and the drums strike more convulsive. Yes, very nice. More raps, less me. Very good. Even though sports is very, very good. Hard to get some of those words out, isn't it?
Yeah.
And the daylight or the pavement is very few people can communicate that under any circumstance without a microphone. A lot of their microphone under yours. But do what you can. That's sopranos and tenors. Faded was really good. I think strong dead march needs to be almost framed. Because look at those words, look at the dynamic, look at what's happening. And the strong dead march. And have the whole chorus do that, that would be very, very nice. Long vowels, but still communicate those words. The notes are better, thank you. Let's try it one more time, just so that you can claim them even. Embrace them even. Okay, ready? Now, and the crowd strike more That's great. And all the ways don't get upset with each other. He's got some strange harmonic things going on between the two of you. I only mention it because some of you may get upset when you hear this stuff. And you may not understand why. But just understand the bass alto parts are not pronounced.
And chop 39, it's a high, middle, low, second measure.
Yeah, so some of you may have to switch systems, right? So the middles may have to find their note out of the blue a little bit. Baritone, better middles, maybe? Middle or something. Arch and wraps me. Good. All right, then page 40. Well, this is another one of the top 3 places in the entire world for me. Here we go, square 24. So E's. Your E's are much louder than your grows. Let's try that 7 more times. Here we go. It's the most gorgeous place. It's the most gorgeous right. It helps if you follow a part before you sing. Often they hand deliver your first note, but you need to make the connection. And there's a lot of voice crossing here. Bass is going above the tenors, alto's going above the sopranos, sopranos going below the altos, heaven forbid. You know, that kind of stuff. So just because, yeah, it throws you into a so let's try that again. And we're not going to, we'll go over the notes and we will probably have to, but let's just try one more time. See if you can claim yours better. Here we go. Here's 24 again. Ready? Okay. See if you can spell that first note out. Those are yeah. Or find your baritone. Tenors there are those last two lovely notes. So much better. I was hearing lots of good stuff. Altos will want to get those last 3 notes in 41,
Yeah.
42, because it's too gorgeous, too dramatic, too non-alto. You know, good. This time we'll do it one more time, and Bill, when we get to alto 41, could you play alto, tenor, maybe just drop out? Because we want to make sure, I think everything else was pretty much claimed. I will say, how many keys is this in? No, I don't mean at one time. He goes through at least 4 keys. To get to the end of this section. So, you know, and he's throwing colors at you during this as well to kind of maneuver into these harmonies.
And the birds, they're wrong.
The birds in. So let's try one more time. There's so much to think about here. Phrases, how independent is your line? You know, everyone's nice and soft, but maybe should your part come out a little bit more? Or maybe the part should maybe back away. It's all relative to the shape of the phrase. He doesn't necessarily tell you to crescendo, but I think you know when to do it. Remember, there's a tie on a highish note in the 2/3 of the way through the phrase. That's probably a place to crescendo. And then to back away.
I forgot what we landed on for B-U-O-Y. Boy. Boy.
I forget what it's boy.
It's boy.
Boy.
Yes, boy.
Is it boy, or boy? Boy.
It's like boy.
Like girl. Boy.
Yeah.
Okay, respell it. Boy.
Boy.
Both are correct. I remember remember looking it up, both are correct, so.
All right. You remember recording what they did in here? Because they stubbornly do things that we would have. That's, can I put someone in charge of listening to a recording of Von Williams?
They say buoy in the Vaughan Williams.
They do?
Yes. If you can hear them, no, if you can hear them, because he's very loud.
It's very soft. Do you think they said blue?
Claudine says it, then.
I'm saying
It's
that.
like bullying.
Okay, well,
Jim,
I mean, there is a composer's led, on YouTube, right?
Yeah. That's what I
It's
said,
shared,
link up.
it's been shared to you, so let's just say, okay, that'll be the answer. I don't have it.
Yeah.
I forget. Let's go by what BW says.
According to your
Did you ask the right question?
Yes. The word boy is pronounced as boy, as in English for boy. This is distinct from the American pronunciation, in which it's buoy. Boy.
Well, I still say let's listen to BW. Let's try one more time. Page 40, same thing. And then we'll get a little help out so you can hear how that works. You go above where the sopranos are.
Exactly, that's why.
Let's just play it. Here's a G flat or a square 25. Sopranos and altos only. And one the G flat, 25 square 25 on 41 ready, and go. And you come down and you reach for the sopranos. We should hear a different B flat
Yeah.
from what they're doing. So understand that, and then you go in, you descend from their notes down to normal alto territory. So, let's try one more time, so that you don't hit the note that you prepare, if that makes sense. Sopranos are hovering on C natural, and you go, let's do a D flat. Ready, okay. I would take weight out of that skip, because your B flat still sounded like altos. They were singing a nice little B flat over here, and your B flat should match the soprano B flat. And here we are in the room. And
We have to
then,
act like sopranos. Wait, let me take out.
oh no.
We're joking, sorry. I said that.
You're actually a soprano. It's so cool.
That's right. Don't word paint here.
Yeah.
Don't word paint here. Tis some mother's large.
So we're gonna have fun, right?
All right, let's try everybody now. Yes.
This is just for the sopranos, on the bottom line of page 40 where you have phantom moves, can I understand that you probably want a little slice between those two ends?
Absolutely.
Okay.
It's linear though, so you do it, and that's why the Madrigal works so well, because you can actually sing linearly with a Madrigal. Yeah, cool. Here we go, top of 40 for the second line, we're good. Well, actually, play that again, some altos are still wanting to find that natural on their own. Try to create phrases and come out and diminish. Yeah, features the Easter. Mark it. Because I heard it correct twice in a row 3 times, but then all of a sudden it wasn't. So that's scary. So here we go, right on it, and right on it. Ready, take a breath, and You're afraid of that A sharp, and I understand why. Here's the harmony on the last bar of 42. Now, the tenors are singing it, so you're not having to come up with anything out of the blue. So the tenors are kind of set up at B flat with some lovely caresses.
Yeah.
So even though by yourself that would be difficult to sing, it's in the room.
Have an alt and a bass, or the.
Yeah. And the altos are giving you the first note, right? So, but that was really good, really good. I could use a little more crescendo on your dotted half notes. Tie overs. The tie over notes. Anytime you see a tie, just think, opportunity. Opportunity to squeeze a little juice out of the dynamic. We don't need to go all the way back, but there's no real good place to start. How about? Oh, geez, it's so beautiful. We're gonna do it one more time. Top of 40 right on, because the natural key study. One. These minor sevenths are. Everyone gets an octave of minor sevenths. Let's do this last little bit here. Maybe from the last key, top 42, third bar. Now before we do that, just make sure. Yeah, it's amazing how much, how many vacuum vowels and separations need to take place. Because 'tis some mother's large transparent, in 'tis some mother, right? There's these there's all these double things. Large tran, transparent. Watch out, some of you are going transparent. I know. Transparent. Don't let the R infiltrate your voice, your throat, your tongue, stuff like that. It's just really so nice. Okay, here we go. We're going to start top of 42, third bar. And Some of you got confident and squeezed juice out of a very unimportant slap. Very low. What, some tie-overs don't count. And last tie-over is not a place to bring the music to life. Because that would be the opposite of the word painting. There's an acapella section, you just sang 2 bars, the orchestra drops out and says, okay, chorus, show us what you got. Top of 44, just make sure you're aware of how important you are there, as far as phrasing and pitches and stuff. Good, it's going well. Let's do the strong dead march one more time. Watch the dynamics, he's throwing you around dynamically with this. Top of 43, here's a D natural. 1 and 2 and 3. Oh, strong dead march, you please me. Take your sorry face to soothe me. Oh, my soldier's way. Oh, my veterans must see to yes, 1.5 counts, but nice word painting, nice word stressing.
Just a note for everyone, there's a line between face and you, so Eric doesn't want a breath there. And then the women, you notice that you have high, middle, low, starting bottom 43 all the way to top 54.
As an artist, how would you do that? The last 2 words of 43. Given the instruction from your conductor, how would you as an artist do this? Careful, I heard face you.
Yeah.
So sue me.
Yeah.
Face you. He just doesn't want you to breathe. He wants you the energy and the music to go through there. But I think you need to
A little mental break.
a mental break and clarity. Good, everybody. Also, let's see. There's no breath between veterans passing, is that right? Top of 44 last bar.
Right.
Oh, my veterans passing.
Well, that's in the bass line, but not for.
Yeah, I wonder why the marking's there and not anywhere else.
Yeah.
Yeah, I would agree there.
Okay.
You get to breathe that to Twain, I would think.
Yeah.
Oh, my veterans. Now, top of 44 could be the conductor's opportunity to go slower, which you'll want to do anyway. But watch the conductor, because his idea of slow may be different than yours. So, and we're all singing the same rhythm. So, it's top of 44. Oh, my soldiers twain. Oh, my veterans passing through. And just watch the conductor. It could be notes like that.
How much of a crescendo at the top of 44, you got a crescendo at the beginning and then in the last measure, a deep crescendo, and then get back to piano? And how much of
Well, it's
it?
meant, if your piano bottom of 43,
Yeah, but then there's a crescendo, how it's supposed to go and back down to piano.
you know, soothe me. Oh, I think it befits how high you are. So I would say mezzo forte or free. I would say free, open, not fortissimo,
No.
but something that, yeah.
Thank you.
I would say it's obviously louder than piano. But I don't know, I would say mezzo forte and then come down. Okay, let's just try it one more time. We're nearly, let's see, there's not much left. Yeah, we're very close to the end of the meeting. So here we go. Let's do the strong dead march one more time. Number 43, 2, and 3. Oh, strong dead march, you please me. Oh, with your silvery face to soothe me. Oh, my soul. also give Jen, that was you. No, it's not a zip. You come from the most beautiful, perfect, darkest, softest oolong, and then. Careful on your zips. It's not very good. Very nice. Let's do that bass solo line again, just so you can claim it as something that you tenors. I've never noticed that before. You moon us, that long C natural. And then you do it again. He likes it so much, he says, okay, let's do that again. Let's do that some more. On the word music. So I wouldn't sit on it though. I mean, sit on it, but with a little bit of energizing and crescendo, just a slight crescendo, even though it's piano. All right, let's try. Well, that was good, right? Moon immense, right? Not moon immense, moon immense, moon immense. Sounds like some candy you would buy at the store. No, moon immense, and so if someone breathed after immense, I think that's a bad idea. Moon immense, so with your, I tend to voice my THs because they're louder that way. With, not with. With doesn't communicate. With does.
Also incorrect.
And it would be correct.
It's incorrect.
It's incorrect to do with.
It's not the way it's pronounced in English.
Oh, right. And there was another TH earlier in the piece. I wanted to say something about it. But with your. And I'm a your guy, not a your. Your silvery face. Your silvery face. Your silvery face. It's tough. Soothe me. There are definitely lots of voice TH because there's a crescendo just before the break, before the big chorus, as the orchestra drops out. Let's try one more time. Top of 43, last note. 1, 2, and 3. Oh, with all the rhythm in the orchestra, be precise on the exit there. It's just a lot of rhythm.
I feel like we're not agreeing where the T lands on light, the top of 45. There
Top of
was
where?
a top of 45 after light.
Yeah.
And there's a, like, I feel like we're not agreeing.
Yeah,
where the T
It's
added
right after the bass is
Yeah,
still
it's like-
light. So it's the end of 3, so the light, I love you.
Because he added in
There's
there
a-
eighths and
So he didn't add it, he took it away from the note before.
So it's not a dot that's on it half, basically?
No, it's a half note with a tight eighth. Let's just try out to try the top 45, 2, and. Yeah, yeah. And you can be lighter on the T now that you know where it goes. That's. So that's not a baritone and baritone in the bass for that. Top of 45, 1 and same place, go. Yeah, yeah. And ideally bass baritone, your zip would match your else's release as well. So just give you music is all we all can do. And bass, let's do that solo line one more time, just because there's some rhythms here that some people forget are the way he wrote them. Ready and one. My heart, oh my soldiers, my veterans. Yeah, try not to be the last person off the train. Okay, and then we all have one more phrase. I guess give us that incredible line, if you want. Sorry, it's so nice. You'll be afraid to lift a little bit there, but don't know but.
Okay.
On the two parts, at the bottom of 45 and the top, how much of that T do you want to hear?
I'm sorry, where again?
Heart and my heart, oh my.
He asked on the heart too much T.
And my heart, oh my heart, oh my. There's no breath, but in my mind, you can't go choke. Heart, choke. No, heart, oh. Just make sure it's heart, comma, oh, even though there's no breath. How much T? Not much. Because that's the loudest thing you will do there, except for the S on soldiers. And my heart, oh my soul. A light T. Good pitch, yeah. That's the movement. That's the movement. Yeah, so let's press save or whatever there is to save it. And then how are we doing? Because I can't.
It's just getting.
Okay, we have time to do something. I think what we should do is the movements that tend to get under rehearsed because they're not hard or vocally demanding, but they're all the most anxiety ridden ones because, these are under rehearsed. And that would be the beginning and the very end. You don't want those two things to not be good.
That's what I'm working here.
So, but they're not the most vocally, okay. So let's go to the beginning and we'll take the beginning and the end, we'll take a break. And we'll dive into some. So, beginning. Let's just do a diagnostic run through, see how much you remember from last Sunday. And just 5 pages. Just the first 5 pages. So the soprano solo is dona dona, giving to us. And then the bass is coming in. So how about 2 bars and a note before the basses come in, 1 and 1. we're in 3/4 time, and your reverse math may not add up to 3 or take away or not. But that's right there. Top of 3, soprano solo, and careful. This happens twice in the movement, where VW gives you a rest on the downbeat, then you come in big time, rest, big time, no rest, big time. That's the last 2 bars of page 2. Basses and everyone else, same thing. Top, bottom of 3, rest, pa channel. Top of 3, bottom of 3, rest, pa channel. But there's a pa channel. Oh wait. Well, it changes a little bit. So again, you get into this incredible sense of compositional compositional idea, an idiom or something, and then he takes it away from you. So just again, be careful here. I said we weren't going to stop, but diagnostically, yes, these are places where we need to be aware. There's top of 3 again, soprano solo, yeah. So he goes from fortissimo to pianissimo, unfair. Except the first dona is a crescendo back to the fortissimo, and then it gets softer. So there's several things that he's teasing you with here. When to sing and how much to give. So yeah, circle those elements that are not you're not agreeing with VW on just yet on what to do. Now let's go back and do some of that again, because there's so many little things here that can go wrong. Just try it again, bottom of 1. Bottom of page 1. Okay, here we go, ready, and soprano solo before it, and 1. when to finish the note. You kind of do that to reinforce when to finish. But I think in performance, we don't do that much. That's good. Yeah, don't be surprised by the top of 5 downbeat. That comes a beat earlier than you want it to. One of the ways of getting around it was that nice crescendo we gave you, right? Bottom of page 4 on the last note. It's like, oh, okay, we're about to do crescendoing something. And it is a downbeat top. That is so much better. You guys were not falling into some little pitfalls of this movement. Make sure your chem is not louder than your pa. The word is peace. And it's coming out, oh, chan. The chan is just bright and ugly. It's not a vowel. Many conductors, including myself, I'm not really sure what vowel to pick sometimes for that particular word, because the air vowel is just not pretty. Some add the A vowel to it a little bit, some add a different vowel kind of a color to it. But the flat air is just not nice. But here, just back away with whatever you pick. It just sticks out. Okay, we'll do it one more time, and then I think we'll be pretty good. Sopranos, that C was exactly right. Did you smell it on top before your first note?
Soprano soloist has a location.
Yes, that helps. Circle that C. Let's see. You just have to get used to it.
Question?
Yeah.
Bottom of 3, where the altos have a moving line, should that come out more, even though?
Well, you saw me doing this.
Okay, I was, I mean,
And it has a.
I was, but it's just like, it's one of those, because it's a moving
Well,
line,
and
but so,
VW wrote.
yeah,
Yeah.
okay.
Well, and yeah, it's like
Yeah.
soprano solo time, but on an alto. With the same music.
Okay.
Soprano, you have a little bit of too, right? Top of 4 bar, just before the surprise pianist. So he gives it and takes it away. A little more second soprano, I think, on these splits, 4K splits. It sounds like some of you are singing first soprano when you might be supposed to be second.
It's supposed to be 3%.
Oh, first altos, are you middling that note?
High middle.
It's a little meddling, right? That's a little more, play that D flat, because that's the root of the chord. Right now, we're getting lots of high F. So a little more second soprano, those or middles. Good, let's just do it one more time, and then we'll take let's see. Oh, no, we have time. Screw it. Same place, just a run through. See if you can get another element or two of this. Here's a soprano solo, bottom of one. Soft. Invincible and softer Top of 5, the downbeat, it's just enough of you are late or forgetting to come in, that it's not what it should be. It's fortissimo. And he gave you crescendo bottom of 4 to help you do that, but so some of you are nervous because you prefer having a rest, having a break before the loud note. And you don't want, I understand, you don't want to come in on a loud note by yourself. But that is a place where I want you to try to get over that, if you can.
What are we talking about?
Well, bottom of 4, you have a rest. Oh, what do you have about it? See, the orchestra teases you. The orchestra goes, taka, 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 cha, sing. Taka, 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 sing. You come in when you don't sing the first time. So again, you have to be very confident at the timing.
So is there a breath at the bottom of page 4?
There
Yes.
is.
Yes, yes. Which score do you have?
So.
Yeah, there's
But
a,
don't rest.
Eric gave you a rest.
Give us a breath.
But it's only so that you can sing a good fortissimo without beat. But right now, too many of us are still not coming in there.
How are you, how are you, it's hard, but you're making it a piano, so how do you get that in there way back?
Almost feels like you wanna.
I'm not sure. Don't need the chant. I do chant. Well,
It's a
basically,
CH.
I do chant. Because it's so much easier to sing that now. And I can sing that P, it's a little bit.
Yeah.
Whereas the air valve gets caught somewhere and I feel like I'm not solving
I
that.
was asking about the CH, not the E.
Well, the should.
Yeah, the.
But not have it be like.
Well,
That was my question.
it's just
Almost like a
forward. You don't want anything in the throat, right? So it's heavy forward. You like to pulse TS.
Okay, there we go.
Yeah, that's.
That makes it easier to sing the high notes. Okay, I think we can leave this for now, but just make sure you're not afraid of the downbeat at the top of the page. Coming in earlier than you might want to. Yeah, that was good. There was a little scariness. We'll get over it. Okay, and then before we take our break, let's go to the very end and do this little exit that we do.
Wouldn't that sound much better after we took a break?
Well, yeah, the ending is too easy and it's very short, so I don't get it. Plus my clock says we still have 5 minutes.
Right.
That's right. It's really only one page at a time, so we just got through singing our hearts out, all through this last movement. And we're coming down, top of 67 with these chords. I'm not sure we're on 2. Careful, the ch there was not together, and because it's so easy to make a noise with a ch, if you don't get your ch at the right time, it'll be a kind of a catastrophe. So, but, yeah, so make sure it's so soft. The P, I don't care, you can be late, early, whatever, we won't hear it anyway. But the Be careful there, Lars.
On that about
High
the
wisdom,
wisdom
onsite wisdom, should that just be the M, like close to the M, or should that be some?
You do the vowel on the down beat,
Okay, then on the and.
but it is soft, so it's off on.
Okay.
Okay, let's just try that again, because I think we're still getting used to getting out of the Google to the.
Yes.
Well, good question. I was asking Bill to play open score top of 67, but you can sing if you want. We're still in cut time C major. Square 44. Ready, and go. God is one Yes. 1, 2, 3, 1, and 3, and 1, 2. This is 3 beats here. Make sure you know that. 2. Got it. I underconducted the chair, and most of you were late as a result. Let's do the pacham. Plus, it's so soft, it's so beautiful, it is so low. It's almost as if you forgot. You say, "Oh, I don't have to count anymore." You do have to count. It's like 1, 2. Okay. Because the chip can be really too loud, so easily. So a good conductor would not powerhouse that. We have 1, 2. Don't be late. So Erickson was late right away. It's very, very soft and very together. Good. That was good. A little more tenor, I think, when you do your little solo bit, second bar on the 68. Exactly. Sopranos, yeah, enjoy your alto, whatever alto you have. And when you climb out of the cellar, don't go chem really loud. Because we're trying to get softer and softer. Yeah, and I don't know, he may stay in 2, Bill. I think the conductor may stay in 2, bottom of 67, but it is a lot slower. Hope you let go. I don't know how much a lot is. A little bit at least slower. 1. Release and One, two, three. You're late. You guys are late. Would you just memorize that? Just memorize that. It's the stick. Your heads are here. Your stick's up here. Yeah, that's not gonna work. Just memorize the last. I mean, you don't need to memorize the whole thing. But just say, "Oh, I know this." Now watch him. Watch him. Watch him. Watch him. So I think it's 2:30. Thank you. Let's take
Just a few quick announcements. Okay. So, you all should have gotten your bags. Everybody asked me where'd the logo come from. Well, Carnegie seniors are singing on the Carnegie Hall stage. So Carnegie is right underneath the logo. That's how that was created. So anyway, the reason for the bag Because when you're in Manhattan or Times Square, really Times Square, I would not recommend that you have your purse visible. There's a zipper on the bag for a reason, and that's because you need to close your bag when you're in Times Square. Will be like, at least for those that are in the hotels around Times Square, it is, I think I've been in 2 different parties where we got pickpocketed. So, and
It's very
there's
crowded.
directly right out of the purse, and the police can't do anything about it. So, reason for the bag is so you can put all of your stuff. You don't wanna be like, have a purse, a backpack, and then your music folder and all whatever. Put it all in the bag, zip it up, and then keep it close to you.
Do not flip it over your back like a
Right.
tote, and
Keep it in
carry it in
your
front of you.
Yeah,
Put it around your shoulder.
yeah, keep it with you. So there's the schedule that went out, and there's also the dates of everything that's coming up. So a lot of stuff happening, please pay attention to all of the emails and notices going out. We have a few people here that are not going to New York, so you can ignore me for like a couple minutes. But the key thing is that we have now a 5th choir that's joining the concert, so we will have over 100 voices now on stage, which will really help create a big sound. And again, we're the only group that's doing Dona Nobis Pacem. They're doing the Mozart Requiem after us, and I think there's like 10 Mozart Requiems in the entire season, so it's like, okay, we know that one. But yeah, we're the only ones doing Dona Nobis Pacem. So, fabulous that we get this opportunity. I mean, Eric actually chose Dona Nobis Pacem out of all the rep that he was allowed to do, and he said, this is the piece that he really wanted to showcase. And I think, you know, I don't know if you've ever been with Eric, but we recently did the Beethoven night with him at the California Symphony, had a fun time. He's the conductor of the San Francisco Conservatory of Music Chorus, which has about 120 singers. It's all their freshmen, sophomore, junior singers. And he really knows how to shape. So all the things that you're hearing from Mark, same thing will happen with Eric. He was formerly the assistant conductor of the San Francisco Symphony Chorus before Jenny came along. So during Wagner Boland's time, he was the assistant conductor. And really good musical artist. He's an organist, pianist, just a composer also. So he really knows his stuff. And so this is his debut at Carnegie Hall. So what we want to do is really, you know, evoke a high level of excellence in our music. One of the reasons I've been listening to a whole bunch of recordings, and the 1936 recording of Ralph Vaughan Williams conducting his composition is by far the most clear. It's rhythmically precise. And it's very, very musical. I mean, you can understand where he's going with all of the dynamics and all of the motion and the emotion of the music. So if you have a chance, I sent that in my last email. If you have a chance, I probably have listened to it 10 times already. And I learn something new every time I listen to it. I'm not singing along. What I would recommend is that you spend half of your time listening to the music and another half of the time actually singing along with it. Because what you're going to hear is the totality of the entire chorus. And it's the BBC radio choir, so you know they're great, especially in the 1930s. So spend a significant amount of time listening to the music, and then another amount of time actually practicing with it. Because you're going to get, you know, with 100 voices that are just going to come together. We only have about 6 hours of rehearsing together as a choir, and then an hour of rehearsing with the orchestra. So we have to come together really quickly. And again, I consider that this group is going to be kind of the representative group, because when I looked at the repertoire of all the other choirs, they have not done this. And more than half of this group has done this with Mark or probably with other choruses. So we probably have the most experience with this music. And so that's what I kind of expect out of this group, is that we will kind of be the lead chorus in terms of how we sing and present ourselves. We have, there's a white binder that was left the last time.
That's it, yeah, that's.
Oh, right here. Is that yours?
Yes,
Oh.
it is.
The pins, so if you need to like do a fitting, because some of the tops, the tunics were too big. If you need to do a fitting, we have some extra ones that you can try. And then I'll need to take your top and then send it back to Stage Accents, and then they'll send it back. Yeah,
So if we're not going to Carnegie and don't have one of these tops, what are we going to wear?
just wear a black top, yeah. All the choruses that are joining us on June 7th will be the Vallejo Choral Society and Eric's Church Choir. And they'll be wearing probably black concert, yeah.
What are we doing, like, we've got the tunics, but what are we doing about everything else? Shoes, jewelry, blah, 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 what's the?
It's concert black, so
So like all
whatever,
long.
yeah. You could wear a dress, you can wear pants, as long as it's concert bottom, black shoes,
Any jewelry of any kind or just?
Black hose.
yeah, black hose, black shoes.
Yeah.
I would recommend if you have, like, because we're wearing black, that you wear like pearls. I think it would be very classy. For the June 7th concert, it will be concert black for those that are not going to Carnegie Hall. Tenors and basses will be black suit with a white shirt. Did I say that? Yeah. Black shirt with white shirt. Black suit with white shirt. And then we just figured out that the pin will actually, this pin will actually look good on the tunic as well, and just over your heart.
Okay, so we wear the, for the concert.
Yeah, you can wear it.
On June 7th, long or short, you just have to have.
On June 7th, it's,
Long-sleeve.
yeah, probably.
June is San Francisco?
Yeah.
Are the sleeves supposed to hit a certain
I didn't know.
point in the arm? Everyone's supposed to be consistent where the bottom of the sleeve is, yeah.
I mean, close enough to 3/4, right?
Well, the only reason why is because for my behind, I'm a little bigger size, so it goes like to here. So I wanna, if I need to have somebody take it up, I just wanna.
No, I'm not worried about it.
Yeah.
As long as it's not in the way of you turning your pages.
Okay.
Then I had another question, I saw an email somewhere that said something about a rehearsal uniform?
Oh, yeah, no, we're rehearsing at the Intercontinental Hotel. And so I'd like you to wear a white top, white polo.
Does it have to be a polo or
It
can
could
it be
be
like
a
any
white
white?
shirt, it could be a white shirt, yeah, and then wear your pin.
Okay,
Just so,
and then black bottom, whatever black.
whatever you want on the bottom, black bottoms, yeah, it could be shorts. It's gonna be 80 degrees. when we
Yeah, it's
wear
gonna
it.
be
You have no idea what's good.
But I will say, New York City hotels are very freezing.
Yeah.
It's going to be cold inside.
Yes. May I offer a fashionista
Yes. The what?
May I offer a fashionista
Yes.
opinion? The tunics already have a button in the back. A pin on the front is possibly not the look you're going for.
Yeah. I agree.
I don't
For the
think
women.
so.
I don't
Wearing
think
pearls, I think it's not.
Wait, a
pearl.
pin on, can we take possibly a?
I think the men can wear the pins, but I don't
Okay.
think the women should.
I don't think a pin on the tunic is a good idea.
Oh, okay, all right.
Also, wonderful pictures and glare back at the audience.
Because actually, I didn't want to say that.
The men can wear
Yeah,
them.
okay.
The
All right. If you're wearing a suit, then you
Yeah, sort of
wear.
a
We're not-
boutonniere type of thing.
Or a sheer fabric.
The what?
Or sheer fabric,
It'll
and
Yeah.
Oh,
makes it
all right.
realistic.
Okay, all right, ladies, I heard you.
Or you don't
All right.
want to.
I'm gonna make you wear a scarf now.
No.
Okay.
You can put a pin on a scarf,
Okay, the information's been sent out, you have all the dates. There's one group dinner after our first rehearsal on Friday, because several of you are going to the Broadway show. So, I'll be sending out information about that. And then we have 3 walking tours that are free with Dennis. And then, we're going to have, I have a group event for the Empire State Building, a sunset tour. So at 8 o'clock, sunset's at 8:30. And then the Museum of Broadway on the Monday is 12 to 2. That's because the people that are in the hotel have to check out at noon, and then our show doesn't leave till 2.
Tim, question about the tours, that was the only one I didn't know, the walking tours?
Yeah,
Are we meeting at the hotel? Some of us are not staying at the
Yeah.
hotel, so
but
just,
it'll be it'll start out at the hotel.
okay,
Yeah.
that's all I needed to know.
It'll start at the hotel, because there's several of us that are at the hotel. And then the dinner cruise, just to make sure everybody's aware, the cruise does have a dinner and then 2 drink tickets. And if you have guests coming and you want them to come on the cruise, then they'll have to come in as a non-guest, and that's that information was sent out. And then the bus, that's separate. So you have to sign up and pay for the bus that's going from Carnegie Hall to Chelsea Pier 61, and then back to Intercontinental Hotel. That's the route. So that's because the main hotel where they have what are called the full residencies, they have them staying at the Intercontinental. That's why our rehearsal's there, and that's why the bus is dropping you off, is because there's approximately 300 people in this concert. There's like 100 kids that perform first, then we perform, we have 100 in our section, and then there's over 100 for the Mozart Requiem. So
There's an intermission between us and the Requiem. correct?
yeah, there's a 20-minute intermission.
Between us.
Kind of shuffling everybody else.
Yeah, so what they're doing is, we go to Carnegie Hall for a dress rehearsal in the morning, we have a lunch break, 1:45, we're gonna do pictures, 2:15, we meet at the stage door, that's our call, we go in, we sing at 2:50, and then we go till 3:35 or so, then they escort us directly to the audience. So if we're going to go to a green room before we go on stage. So if you have your bags, I would recommend that you put your name on the inside, because they all look alike. Or put something on there that you know it's your bag. And then it'll be in the green room. We are not going to the green room after we sing. They're going to take us directly to the audience.
So they lock it,
To leave your whole wall.
Huh?
they lock the green.
Whatever yeah.
Okay, so we go to the audience, and then after is when we
And
can
then
get our stuff again.
after the concert, after the Mozart Requiem, they take us to the green room where our stuff is. And then that's about 4:50, 5 o'clock. And then the cruise is at 7, so you have about 2 hours to change, get comfortable, and then go get yourself to Chelsea Pier 61. And then it's a 2-hour cruise. We won't get lost, hopefully. But it's a sunset cruise because sunset's at 8:30, so it'll be nice that we're on the Hudson River. Yeah,
So if we have guests coming to the concert and we want them to come on the cruise with us, then we just have to buy tickets.
you have to inform me and then pay for it, yeah.
And can it be any number of people, like it's not just a +1, it could be like a +5?
Yeah, I just need to, yeah.
And if they're residents, their tickets already.
If you're a residency guest, like John's wife and Monty's family, you're all guests. You're residency guests. You're included in the cruise.
Okay. And the ticket
Eric's
at the
family,
concert.
you're included in the cruise.
And a ticket at the concert, obviously, too, or that by that.
The ticket in the concert's included with the residency. Yeah.
How long? 10 minutes.
There's some that, right, but I
We're doing this.
Yeah, like I said, I need yeah, I don't know, whether that's first thing to be there.
Sorry, I have to go. You're reaching out. I'm just
I
curious.
did okay so far, but we didn't have too much.
Together after. Usually over the road. That'll be the comfort. But then they got to 10:30, then it came 10:00, then they just got we got one restaurant. And same man. It's in Lafayette, right on. Right in the bar. You could have the cars there and walk. Every time I come. And even Danny wants a chocolate piece of chocolate pie, which he doesn't like pie. I think he had a pie. I asked him, is there anything?
Well, if you want to go next week.
Yeah.
No,
No,
these are store bought, so.
He's getting off for the day, like about the time we get back.
Oh, really? Okay.
The only thing I may want to do is swing by and pick up.
Oh, they'll get,
Other way.
they'll get.
That's other than that.
Okay.
But yeah, it's just, I overate today. Yeah, the greatest nachos and the greatest smiling noodles. It's like a turmeric and noodles and bok choy and chicken and shrimp. And peppers. So tasty. And the sauce. I'm gonna eat bread.
No, I'm much better.
Really, you sop up that fabulous broth.
Can't see too much better, though, look like it. After we're going now,
Oh, underneath, like your maracas or something?
Yeah.
Virgin.
You need any help with the BB? Like 10 pages?
Good idea.
I don't know how crazy it is, maybe it's enough. Whatever.
is that tomorrow?
It is. And that's the poster too. It's the end of the service. Rick was familiar enough of it to say, hey, this is better as a horse. Just I wanted to make sure we get.
If Karen comes, because she's probably gonna throw up this 56.
Oh. I'm missing something. But yeah.
I mean, she couldn't sing on Thursday and she was still broken yesterday.
I know, I thought about that.
I think we skimmed over that one movement, the one in 7 parts, slow one. We'll do that next.
You're not gonna add this. You're not gonna add this.
Movement 3. Reconciliation. We'll end with the beat turns.
Yeah.
I was at the dog hospital last night.
Oh, that's right.
So, yeah, she's hospitalized.
Yeah, butters.
She's in years, she's already had cancer. So, yeah, so. This is hoping.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know.
So let's go to page 21, 22. We kind of swept this under the rug last week.
So now I got her husband again.
Oh, okay.
So we're now.
Yeah, page 22, really.
22.
Here we go. Yes, page 22, the third movement. We briefly looked at this last time, so we needed us to work on it. Okay, here we go. Let's just do a diagnostic of 3 pages. Here we go. As you see, seatbelts. Here's maybe the bar before they come in. Bar before square 11, page 22. Good, I only did it there just to show you where it goes. Otherwise, you would never accent something. Good, let's just try it again.
Just a note on 23, you'll notice a line just before and B. Those are carryovers, do not read. That's Eric's markings.
What part are you talking?
Top 23,
Top 23,
lower
first measure.
measure, sopranos, it actually applies to you as well.
And no graphic paper D.
Yeah, no, no. And no real breath after B either, except I would be framing the word. So there's just going to be some daylight. Okay, a couple of comments real quick. This is full of triplets, mixed in with some straight eighth notes. Try not to wallow too much. Most singers I know wallow their triplets. So just try to move it along, make it beautiful without milking it time-wise. We can't afford for that to happen. All over the place. And the triplets are everywhere. The triplets are everywhere. Good. Also, there's a tendency here for you to accent the wrong syllables all the way through here. Beautiful, that needs to be ugly. Yeah, so just be autumnal, autumnal. And you got triplet eighth notes and triplet quarter notes. Try to do the right math on those triplet quarter notes. Do ugly, ready, and go. Now, your term was longer than either of the other two thirds. Very relaxed, not too anxiety ridden. Whenever you have those triplet quarter notes. Well, let's just sing it again. Watch your word expressions if you can afford to, and we'll do it again. Square 11, right on it. E major, and here's the downbeat, and. Is there any way, and this is something I insisted on for 5 years running, and I don't know what BW did, and I'm not eager to know. But the top of 24, because of all those triplets and straight eighth notes and the way the tenors are singing this, we need to wait until everyone's finished and the dust is cleared for us to all go this, right? Because you're liable, all kinds of craziness could happen there. People diving into the downbeat before anyone else is ready, have had a chance to breathe, have had a chance to finish their business, whatever. And then this S could come in early and just soil everything. And there's two S's. This soiled, whoa. And in my mind, those three words need to be framed. Do the last three words in time, ready, and go. This soul. Some of you just deliberately ended it when you wanted to and started the next word. Be careful because there's no break. So it's this soul, this soul. You're not breathing, you're just giving us two S's. And it's very dangerous. Ready, go. This soiled. Soiled. And W starts with a one. So make sure that right. And no R's. No R's. Good. So top of 24, we have sopranos triplet, bass triplet, tenor triplet, alto triplet, tenors no triplet, this. Cha ta ta cha ta ta cha ta ta cha ta ta cha pa 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 this. Now, did you hear that? Just then, I heard this. The loudest sound you make. Yeah. Delay the S long after the altos have milked their second quarter. You see what I mean?
And we'll milk it.
Yeah. Okay, let's just try singing it in. I'm hearing beautiful from some people or something aggravating. Make sure it's beautiful. 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 That's today's Scott. Just beautiful. Okay, we'll try one more time. The notes are not hard, yes? No? Yes, they are. Basses, your carnage. Your carnage note is an E flat against D natural and second altos. I'm not sure you're having two choices. Yeah, and it continues. There's a bit of a war going on between the altos and basses as well, on the downbeat of 23. So I guess we should isolate this. Let's do alto bass, starting square 11. Two open score, ready, and go. Wait. Are you really tuning or just warming up? Don't overcorrect. Overcorrect is not the word. Don't oversing the half step. Let's try one more time, alto bass. Ready, and go. Beautiful as the sky that I'm not agreeing with that. Let's try basses alone. Ready, and one. Beautiful as the sky and moon, and the carnage must in time be utterly lost. Now take a little of the edge out of the sound because it is pianissimo. Let's try it with tenors and basses. Ready, and one. Beautiful as the sky that and carnage must in bass tenor should agree on that B natural with sopranos. We have too many singers in the room singing the same note, it cannot be off. So the last two, you see where I am? It's the last half of that measure, top of 23. When you get that B natural, make sure tenors is a nice color, basses is just a half step. I think sopranos, yours is an easy one to sing, it's just when you get to that note, hopefully you hear agreement underneath you. Okay, let's do alto, tenor, bass, that part. Ready, and begin. I misspoke. Soprano, tenor, bass, not. Ready, and go. Freeze. Tenor's a little lighter. E major. No, just yeah. It's a very passive note in the chord of E major. So make sure the B natural is nice and light. Good. Let's add alto now. Everybody. Square 11 and 1. See what I'm talking about? So let's put in a caesura. Just put in a caesura. What is a caesura? Railroad tracks. A stoppage. It's a stop, look left, look right, no train, go. In this case, it's stop, look up, conductor, boom. And that is the downbeat of the bottom 24.
Theoretically, we're already watching.
You said we are? Or you are?
No, theoretically.
Theoretically.
At the bottom of 23, the soprano line, it sounds like we're falling flat on that E for the upper sisters.
I think the whole thing is a little heavy-handed, yeah.
Okay.
You want to be,
It's not like
really,
we just like hit the
you
D.
need to be dog paddling and singing live, yeah. It really, it's like, it's like the sheet that you throw in the air and it just falls with
Sounds like better.
less vibrato, less heaviness. It's cantabile, mezzo piano. It's supposed to be just beautiful. And look at the dynamic under you for most of that. Take that as a sign that it needs to be very, very light. All right. It's pretty good. Alphas, I would like to hear you though. I don't know, who should I carry you with? Let's just do you alone. Let's. Ready, one.
Beautiful as the sky.
Beautiful as the sky. Beautiful as the sky. Second half, ready, beautiful.
Beautiful as the sky.
Some of your asses is too low. It should not be done too much. Beautiful as the. Make room for the note before the low key. Ready and go.
Beautiful as the sky.
Yeah, pretty good, but someone's still heavy with it. Beautiful as the sky. I'm wrong. Beautiful as the sky. One more time? Yeah.
Beautiful as the sky.
Now, you have your destination in mind again.
Beautiful as the
sky. That's it, second. Ready and go.
Beautiful as the sky.
That's it. Good. Now try to get through that triplet without bogging down. Ready and go.
Beautiful as the sky.
Yeah, we're getting there faster, but try to get there immediately. Once more, we're ready. Try not to get bogged down. And beautiful as the sky. Your punch is too fast. It's too anxiety even. Rhythm three. No, very relaxed. Sopranos will demonstrate just before you do that. Hope the sound you're okay with your. Really laid back. Good. Let's try it with tenors. Bottom of 11. And well, let's do no tenors, basics and altos. Ready? And one. Yeah, let's get better out first. Just embrace your function, harmonic functions. Add tenor to this. Ready, everyone? Soprano and one. Right. Beautiful as the sky that Can I have altos along? Beautiful as the sky, ready, and go. Beautiful as the sky that Yeah, that your war is not the right Now your ooh, the vowel getting up the note is dragging you below the pitch. So that that Let's try altos and tenors. Ready and beautiful, beautiful as the sky that That's better. Right. The second tenor should be helping you with an A there. Let's one more time. Ready and play the same place. Beautiful as the sky that Good. Let's do it loudly once, which was kind of what we did here. Let's do it loudly once, and then that way you can say, okay, that's really what it is, okay, great. And then you can maybe embrace that. Let's do same place, beautiful as the sky. Loudly, tenors and altos. Ready, no piano at all. Ready, and go. Beautiful as the sky that Yeah, good. The only thing about the loudness is it makes you a little out of tune, but you were embracing the right notes. So let's try that again. Maybe a little softer, and listen this time to, because it should match. Like second tenors and first altos should sound the same on the naturals. And then when we get to Carnegie, we have a complex harmony, but when we get to the word time, it should be a perfect G minor. And then a beautiful F major, and then E major. So those should lock in beautifully, those last three chords, top of 23. Same group, same place. Or is it same place? Is it beautiful? Ready, and go. Oh, beautiful as the sky that war. That war, ready, and go. That war. Altos only, ready, and go. That war. Your war is in the flat. Take the W out. That all, that all, that all. Ready, altos only. That all. That's better, yeah. The W is causing a problem. Back up. Beautiful. Ready. Beautiful as the sky that was. Sorry, something that was too low on the sky there. Beautiful as the sky, sky. Ready, tenor alto. Beautiful as the sky that was. And wait for the lost before you move tenors. Just make sure it's hard right now because there's no orchestra. Okay, that was it. Those were the harmonies. I don't know if you were hearing outside of your parts, but those were the harmonies. Let's help everybody, and we'll have to move on because we think about too much. But this is crucial here. Let's do the whole thing now. I think we're okay. Just let's try to add dynamics, word stress, those things. Here we go, bottom of page 22, E major, and the 1. Thank you.
Don't touch it again.
That will never
Perfect song.
happen again. You know it will happen on the first run through in New York City. So you have to model it as much as you can, the good stuff. And I don't know what Eric's going to do, but I assume he's going to want this all to be together on the pianissimo without anyone hissing during that beautiful poem. Because I can just hear it right now. Let's move on. There's a lovely baritone, hopefully. So, page 25, and then 26. Oh my gosh. Now, I will say first sopranos, this has got to be, it's like a solo. And it needs to be treated as something that's easy peasy. And it's like the thin glaze on a perfect cake. So I don't know what to say. I'm just warning you that it's so much higher than everyone else and different. So what I'd like for you to do right now is I would like for all of you to sing second soprano. It's just for now, because it's the same as the tenors. So let's do it. Here's second soprano and all the tenors, page 26. Ready, and 1. Yeah, tenors, you need to put a little mark there that you're not finished. You're important tenors on the next page on these. So, and that's why I gave you that rest, so that you can fuel up and go for it. So tenors, put a little star there. Yeah, so you're the anchor for this page, these 2 pages. So, and whatever the first soprano does way above you, on top of that is grady, a nice thin light grady. And then let's do now baritones, basses, and alti. Page 14. Ready, and 1. make sure you gracefully find your way below the tenors on that face turn. And he thoughtfully put pianissimo above that belt note. So now bass, baritone, altos, that needs to be harmonically embraced and understood because there's a lot going on here. You've got up the sopranos and the tenors did, you've got this first soprano craziness, and then all these rich harmonies that you and the bass and baritones create. Let's now do it a cappella. Everyone except first soprano. So here we go. First soprano, sing second soprano, sing second soprano because it's
Everybody but first soprano?
yeah, everyone sing
with the
your part, but first soprano we're gonna wait and do yours in a minute. So here's everything but first soprano. Ready? And here's kind of the harmony leading into that. Start wherever you want to go. Yeah, it's very rich and complex. Alto baritone, I missed a lot from you there. And basses, you were okay, but not. So we need a little more. Let's just do alto, baritone, and bass a cappella. 2, 3, 4, 1. No, that's a little sugary. It's a wrong composer there. Yeah, there's that war again. It's that first altos. Don't do those W's. It's bringing you down. It's causing a conflict, which is good word painting, but not the right. And the baritone is on the A, by the way. So baritones, and you match that with the first alto. Let's try once more. You're finding your notes though in this combo. Try to be top of 26 and 1. Yeah, we're a little sluggish on the rhythms. Let's try it again. Ready? 1. The notes are generally there. It's a lot of battle scars, and heavy-handedness. So we need to know what we're doing so that we can sing it artfully. Let's try it once more. Take some of the weight out of it. Bill, when you stop playing and come in, you're in a different key. because we fall a little bit, I'm afraid, but it is helpful. So I don't know what to do here. Yeah, just find the likeness. Yes, Claudine?
At the top of 26, Alpha's losing their wheels on Beautiful as the Sky.
Yeah, I'm trying to get you to find it for yourself, because if we tell you what it is, it's not, but, all right, so Bill, would you play it once, top of the page, 26, alto.
Do play?
Alto, alto.
1.
That beautiful is the first 3 notes of that bar is dangerous.
Yeah.
Okay, let's try it. Almost ready, and 1. Breath. No, the A was good. The first
The
note.
G sharp.
The G sharp is a itty bitty.
Because we did the G natural before, so we're not.
We just infused. Yeah, we just.
Yeah.
There's a little Jekyll and Hyde going on. You have G
Yeah.
sharp, A, G natural, then G sharp. Ready, G natural. It's consistent.
Yeah.
G natural, G sharp, G natural, G sharp. Ready, and 1. No, now your A is good. Yeah, so here's view. Sing just the view slowly. I would say even higher. Yeah, play that little A major. A major. Do, ti, la, sol. Here's the view loop. Yeah, good. The lower you got, the more you sing. The more, the deeper the hole, yeah. Yeah.
We just want to know home to
But the hardest parts were done well. Let's do the beautiful again. Yeah. I would say A plus, and then it gets to B minus. As you do the low notes, as you get out of the thick of the woods there. So, beautiful as the sky, as the sky, as the sky. Not,
Oh, it's supposed to be
It's not
sopranos
buzzing.
there?
True, you're actually doing a little duet with the descant.
Yeah.
I call it descant.
Yeah.
Because that's really kind of what it is. So let's do it with the tenors, no, the baritones, the basses, right? They're beautiful. Baritone is beautiful. Baritone, bass. Beautiful. Ready, and go. When you get to that death, would you really back away?
Okay.
Because all the altos are coming together.
Yeah.
The beautiful part is over. Death is now upon us. And the worst, brightest, brassiest vowel we have, you're about to sing all together. Now make sure that is covered and much lighter. That was pretty good. I could use a little more first alti when you get up to your utterly lost top of 27. But it was really quite nice there. Let's now do everybody, except of course the first soprano. Starting top of 26. Be that careful altos until you get really comfy on your beautiful as the sky in the beginning. Ready and 1. and be aware of everything leading into your last few notes. Because we should hear, whatever it is. It should sound natural, it should sound like a natural thing. That was pretty good. I can still use a little reverse alto on the higher notes, top of 27. All right, let's do it one more time and then we'll do first round. Ready, page 26, and 1. And really diminish there on that ugly vowel that he's given you there. We've got to make it pretty as we diminish out of that word. That was pretty good. I can use more baritone also. Who's doing baritone? Yeah, a little more, because you have some nice soli bits, like the your washing business top at the bottom of 27. And you and the first altos have that, right? Let's just do baritone and first altos. Bottom of 26. A natural, A natural, A natural. Which one's an A? That's an A. Okay, here we go. Bottom of 26, baritone, and first altos, that more. Wait, which one are you doing? We're not going to do that. We're not going to do the first altos be natural. So here we go, ready? So do baritone, then first altos. Ready, tune bases. Yeah, pitch is soft, right? Yeah. Now, not too heavy
We were
bases.
so excited we got the A.
Yes. Yes. But you hear how the baritones are right there with you
Yes.
on so much of that. It is supposed to be pianissimo, but if you know that it's there, then you will be able to sing it more beautifully in the song. Here's for soprano. 2, 3, 4, and. You can throw that last one away. I mean, that's all I work. So yeah, that's a special line, and it can't be sung by all the first sopranos I know. You know what I mean? I mean, it can't be sung by it, otherwise we have no cake. It would be just all gay, all related. So
Mark,
yeah,
right now you have these two individuals singing it.
is that what I have?
Yes.
But we can do more. Is it something?
More is not what we want.
I'll sing second soprano.
Oh, so.
I'm inviting all first sopranos to heavily consider second soprano. Because I can only imagine what it's going to be like the first rehearsal in New York City. Particularly with 4 other women's ensembles joining us. Or whatever it is, we have all this first soprano, and it's going to be way too. And you see how hard that is.
There's clearly one soprano.
Well,
And none of them are divas.
So let's just, I'm gonna invite whoever wants to assail that. Bill, why don't you just play first soprano, lightly and legally and whatever. And the rest of us are gonna try to sing what we now know to be 26, 27, top 28.
But we are singing soprano.
Just those that are just,
Light,
Yes.
piano dolce,
kind of light.
piano dolce. You ready? Here's the chord, here's the chord. It's ready, and together, one. Can you make that softer at the end? He starts you at pianissimo, and then he asks you to go totally down on that last little bit. Because we do want the first soprano to feel like she doesn't have to fight you so much when she realizes. That was nice, thank you.
Yeah.
And, yeah, so whoever did that, we'll go with that. And if you want to try it at home next week, good, that's good. Let's leave it at that. If you're not sure if you were singing it right, would you do a little study? Because we want you to love singing this section. Let's end it. Yes, question?
It very well may be me, but the triplets, the soprano has, the sopranos have, and, what does it count for, 2 counts?
You have no triplets?
Yeah, I feel like we're all
Yeah,
different.
We haven't gotten to.
If you're fighting and calculating, you could be the problem. It's got, you've got almost like, it's gotta be simple or nothing. It's got, most people do too short, too long, too short. It's like anxiety, I know it's longer than normal, and then oof, I'm late.
Now,
It's kind of what we normally do.
well, when we have a triplet, then we have 3 categories, so.
You notice when I do it, I feel like I'm doing this. I mean, it feels really relaxed. And the word accent is dangerous here. Because if you're being rhythmic, it comes out Okay, we need to finish it. Here we go. Here's the first measure, top of 28. Here's the chord. Bass, baritones, stubbornly holding an F sharp. I hope you're getting that note right because most baritones I know don't. The tenors have a little solo here, solely. Altos are in their belt A, the soft. Where's the E? Ready, and go. Altos, B natural, half step C natural, you overshot. And that messed your world up. That messed your world up. Here's the chord again. And this is the same thing. Together, double S, frame, blah. Okay, now memorize this. Ready, and go. Altos ready, and go. Right. It's the That's an overtone of the bass. Don't fight nature there. Okay, everybody ready? And go. Yeah, instead of trying to pop the G sharp by not doing the ooh vowel below it. I took the W all out because we don't need that. Whoa. No. Even if it's really fast, we don't want to do that. Everybody, ending, ready, and go. I'm not waving at you. I'm actually asking you to keep the energy, but go away. Lighten up, this one. I don't mean go away. I mean lighten up, just lighten up. Because he's asking you to go P and softer. Good, and then the soprano has this incredible descension into the dirge. Okay, that's it. We kind of swept that movement under the rug last week. Let's now go to we'll end with the hard movement, which you get to scream and yell and shout. This is beat drums.
What page is that?
6. Good idea, Dan. This would be a good one to be standing on or really feeling, you don't have much time. This would be a good, this would be a good one to sweep under the rug today, but also scare you to death. Because unless this is knee-jerk in the head voice, this will require some work. So, first priority is rhythm, second priority is pitches, and then it goes down from there, or up from there, I should say. 3, word stress, text, 4th, dynamic, after that. So here we go. Bill, I would prioritize them over the orchestra. I had this feeling this run through we're about to do may be chaotic enough. If that makes sense.
Okay, let's play the first trumpet line.
Sure. 1, 2, 3. Oh, you started there. Okay. Well, I did the trombone. So he started the third bar, I think.
Yeah, first trumpet.
Ready, and 1, ba, bee, ba, ba, bee, ba, 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 beat, drums, and blow. Yeah.
Sure, those things.
We're not gonna go back, but we're having trouble, your triplets are too long, your breaths are too long, you're bogging down. The first priority is rhythm. You may not know your notes, but we don't have time for you to go hunting. I think we need you to know what it feels like, so that you'll know when you go home, oh gosh, I need to find out how to grab that, whatever it is. All right, again, there's enough people that know the notes from before efforts, and Bill, if you can, I think I remember this from 3 years ago, if you can give us the little, just before we come in, because if we hear what the orchestra gives us, because BW was nice to you, he gave you a nice little, just before you have to come in. So it really is nice to hear that. So let's give them the bottom of 11, just before the beat. Ready, 1, go.
Over the troubled ways in the streets. No sleepers asleep in the beds.
Barking by day.
Would they continue? Would the talkers be talking?
Will the singers attempt to sing? And rattle, cricket,
Stop for no expostulate. Stop for no expostulate. No shot. If you weren't here last week, I give you that. But if you were here last week, egg on face. No, be careful. Good. Yeah, I need more, less chaos and more helpful. If you can, like, yeah. Page 12 and 13 and 14 is difficult, yes. But your mates in the room and the orchestra is friendly. But right now we're not together and we're not getting what we need, as far as clarity. So just listen to your files, and that will make these 3 pages, which are very, very difficult, and lends to the chaos and the calamity that we are trying to paint. So, but we don't want you to be chaotic and creating undue calamity. We want you to create the artistic version of it. Good. Since we're stopped and we have 5 minutes, let's just go from bottom of 11 one more time, and then we can't really afford to stop anymore. So we're just going to storm through the rest of it. Those famous last words. So here's just an E, A, and an E. Try not to be the last person on the tree. That's too anxiety. Here's page 11. Ready? And go.
open score, chorus. Open score, chorus.
the old man be singing to shake the dead when they lie awake. More harmony, less stuff. More harmonies. 1, 2, 3, 4. So shall be love, the terrible love. So love you, rose love. Those last 3 bars could be slower, because in some recordings, and I don't know about BW, but there's a broadening on the last, those quarter notes. So those quarters with those lines above them. Some conductors take that to mean, oh, I can slow down this thing a little bit before square 9. So make sure you're watching Eric there. He didn't say anything in his score, right? He just said, sing what's there. But some just go quarter. So, but be aware that some people have to slow down the bar before the lines. Yeah, and I tried to be correct in 17 as far as the mathematical relationship went. Make no party. Say it. Ready, go. Make no party. 1, 2. Stop for no expostulation. Mom, I'm not the timid. They're the timid. I'm not the old man. I'm not the child's voice being heard, nor the mother's make even the trestles to shake the deck. So if you want to know what it is, this is basically make no parley, stop for no expostulation. Mom, I'm not the tin. So the tick-tock is the same. It's just it's a whole different feeling, right? And that will mess you up. But if you can somehow understand it, then eventually you'll start to feel it. And all that. Yeah, just throw away the shun, please, and stuff. Try not to let the triplets get to you. Try to, alto bass, I would rehearse both their part and your part on page 12, 13, 14. You'll find that that's much easier. Sopranos and tenors, same thing. Just seeing each other's parts, you'll find it's simple. Only the traffic of cities, la 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 la, fields in the streets. La 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 la, oh, saber must be good. Will you continue? Yeah, oh, it's 4 o'clock. I was gonna say, just the wilder, the crazy blow, we'll get that, we'll practice that next week. Make sure we understand how those bugle calls work. Anyway, that's good. So we will do a little more work on that, and definitely do the last movement next Saturday. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Hey, Bill, thank you. That's fine.
I wasn't quite sure about
I will literally, I'm not. No, that's my fault.
Well, there's two of them.
All right, I'll see you next week. All right.
Thank you.
Oh, the bad.
It's January 10th, just let me know. Be prepared. We're about to come up with a quote. I'll leave and have to speak. My company. Well, that'll afford everyone to stay at home and stay home.
Send out the link where you can buy the tickets. Oh. Thank you, everybody. Bye.